Kilo 9, Juliet Tango Lima.
Kilowatt 9, Mr.
Juliet Tango Lima, Roger, Roger. What's the name there?
Juliet Tango Lima, Roger, Roger. What's the name there?
Jim, my name is John, and I live in Will County, Plainfield, Illinois. Right now I'm running an Elecraft K-4 and a KTA 500 amplifier through how my audio up about 35 feet. And I'm curious as to how my audio sounds. Over.
It sounds pretty good, John. If you would, gosh, why don't we... if you would, why don't you tell me about 10 or 15 seconds about your antenna system, and I'll look around and see if I can find a better path. Roger?
About your antenna system, and I'll look around and see if I can find a better path. Roger?
Roger. It's about 35. I'm running, right now that's my only antenna. I'm trying to put up a vertical at the side of my house, but I'm an old man and I need some help to do that. Back to you.
Roger, John. Gosh, I went around the horn there, and you're best on my Kentucky SDR. Looks to be about 8 over the noise level of the Kentucky SDR, so it's sounding really good. If you would, let's see, that was a K-4. Now that's, what about 40 years old, 35?
That's, what about 40 years old, 35?
No, the Elecraft K-4 is a relatively new radio. I think it was brought out, about 2016, 2017. And I've got a companion 500-watt amplifier, the KP-A500, that I'm running. So right now I'm running 440 watts out through my dipole. Over.
Roger, Roger. We're running about a KW. Your audio signal sounds really good. Sorry for the mix-up there. I thought those radios were older. Maybe it was the K3s or something. I'm not really familiar. Just the name makes me think of an older radio. That's sounding really good there, sir.
Older radio. That's sounding really good there, sir.
Thank you, Jim. Again, I'd like to, it's a pleasure to have a professional listen to it and give me any comments. Anyway, I appreciate the QSO. You have a good day. I'll let somebody else in and you can help them out. So, this is K9JTL, 73 is Jim, and I'll be clear on your final.
Roger, Roger, John. Just some thoughts that you might check. And the first one is really important. A lot of people don't check it, and that's your transmit bandwidth, your TBW. You want that, in my estimation, into 100 to 2900. That gives you a chance for that transmitter to be all it can be, and then gives you just a slice of daylight before you are into somebody else's conversation. So the TBW, 100 to 2900, you might check that at your leisure, Roger.
100 to 2900, you might check that at your leisure, Roger.
Jim, I'm running 2.6 kilohertz right now as transmitter bandwidth, so I seem to be within your limits. Over.
Yes, but you would sound, I think you would have a much better top end if you were running 100 to 2900. The thing is, when you start rolling off that top end, you're rolling off the audio. So when you go down to 25, 26, 27, you're actually attenuating your articulation, which is so important to transmit. It just allows people to hear you so much cleaner. So we suggest that 100 to 2900, and then it gives you just a slice of daylight before you're into somebody else's conversation by getting out of there past 29.
Somebody else's conversation by getting out of there past 29.
I increased it, Jim, to 2800. It seems that that's the limit on my transceiver. So, was there any difference in the sound? K9JTL.
Yeah, so your top end popped up quite nicely. Now, I think you might be able to insert the frequency that you want just in that box, type for 29 instead of 28. Every little bit helps, Roger.
Instead of 28. Every little bit helps, Roger.
Roger, well, it's a finger tap on a menu, and I've tried to increase it to 29, and right now it won't let me do that. So I will experiment with it more. I do appreciate your comments, and I want you to have a good day. I'll let somebody else in. This is a K9JTL with KC9VKV, and I'm clear.
Roger, JTL. I think, if you wanted to hear your recording, if you go to YouTube and do that call letter search, KC9VKV, followed by the word logbook, will take you to this recording. It'll be cut number 1 in a series of 3400, and I'll have it uploaded by noon tomorrow. But the important thing is I think you will hear in the recording the shift when you went to the higher frequency from the lower. It was pretty pronounced, in my estimation anyway. And if you're listening on a pretty good speaker system, I think you'll be able to hear that. And if you consult your book, I'm sure that radio will go 29, Roger.
I'm sure that radio will go 29, Roger.
Roger, I will check that. I have a transmit equalizer, and I'm going to take a look at that too, as to where it's set. And I will pull the book out and see what I can do. This is K9JTL.
Roger, John. I wouldn't change that EQ at all. I think you're right there. I think your signal is one that could go either contest or QSO. So I don't know if I would change the equalization at all. Roger.
I don't know if I would change the equalization at all. Roger.
Roger. Well, I want to see if I can increase the transmit bandwidth to 2900. I don't know why it seems to limit me right now, but I'm going to work on it. Have a good afternoon. Thank you very much for your help. This is K9JTL.
Roger, John. Your book specs should show the frequency response of the transmitter capability. So if you look in your book, I'm sure it will say past 29, probably up to 30, 33 or something. I don't know. I'm not real sure about that. But what you'd be looking for is that 100 to 2900. 73 there, John. You have a great afternoon, beautiful weekend. Join us next Friday if you can. We'd love to have you. This is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.